What up, YouTube? It's your boy Gabe back with another video. Listen, who have kids, don't you know that it takes two to tangle? And if you get mad, I understand that if you have kids, I understand that you gotta discipline your kids, bro. But don't get mad. Don't get mad because your kids doing this and doing that while you in public. Topic of this video is why I don't really don't want to have kids. Why I really don't want to have kids right now. Number one reason is I don't got time for the financial struggles going through as a parent. I understand every parent want to give their kids the best, but like I said, I don't want to spoil my kid because I see my generation being spoiled, and it stopped the growth. Like it hindered your growth actually. It slows it down so much. You're supposed to give a portion. You're supposed to give a portion that you didn't get as a child. Don't give them too much. I understand you might have all this stuff because you are financially stable and you financially free. For all the people that successful already before they have children, they want to be successful before they have children. Please do not lay down with a woman or a man and get mad at your kids because you don't want to lay down with that man or that woman. You gotta understand that. When you have kids, that's your kids. That kid has your bloodline in it. So everything you did as a kid gonna go into that kid. Understand that. From the mother and the father, bro, that characteristic trait is gonna follow through the kid. So if you did something like, they say you were very mannish as a kid, you were looking under girls' skirts, you were looking at girl booty, you were touching everybody on their booty, you were kissing girls and everything, you just being mannish. More mannish, I mean, but like he very sexual as a little boy already. If you were like that as a kid, imagine what your kid gonna be doing when you have that kid. That's for all the men out there. Imagine your son gonna be managed too. You're gonna be laughing at it, but at the same time, you're gonna have to nip it in the bud. You're gonna have to discipline him. And then, like I said, if you were like the type of kid that was very annoying, always talking around and always run off everywhere, just he don't never want to stay still, or you don't want to, or she don't want to never stay still, guess what your child gonna be doing? The same thing. If your child was always eating, you like a fat little kid, guess what your child gonna be doing? Yeah, the same thing. That characteristic trait gonna follow through them. And then let's say the health benefits. The health benefits and the health curses. If you already fat, your kid gonna be fat. They're gonna be born fat. So understand, you gotta. That's why I say I want to be the best version of me before I even think about having a kid. I want to be my best version of me physically, mentally, and spiritually, because you don't want your kid to be looking. You don't want your kid looking like the worst part of you out the womb. You want your kid to be happy, live life secure and not poor. I understand that, but you don't want to spoil them, because you don't want to spoil your child, because you always gonna think that something always got to be handed to them. No, or always be handed to her. You don't want that, because it's all gonna end up when that kid grow up, that child grow up. They don't want to work for nothing. You gotta let them work for it. Let them learn for themselves. And when they learn from themselves, they're gonna be very grateful, because they learn it from themselves and they experience it, and then they understand they have to work for it. Or yeah, that's taking more serious. And then they understand. Then when they have the stuff that they need as a person, they'll be more thankful for it, and they'll thank you for teaching them that. Don't be that type of person, that type of parent that be all mean and all hard on your child, because you got this high expectation on your child to be different and be changed. Don't do that. If you got high expectation on your child, or you want your child to be great, you want your child to be the next this, next that, hey, learn how to treat them right. Don't provoke them to anger. That's a Bible verse in the about Ephesians 9:5, something like that. Don't provoke your child to anger, because guess what? That child always gonna remember that I've been provoked to anger, bro. I understand you don't supposed to spoil your child. I understand you gotta discipline your child, but don't provoke them to anger. Don't be provoking them to when I get older, I ain't gonna never come back to my parents no more. Soon I get on my feet, I'm never gonna come back to my parents. I had that mindset, but I had to understand that my parents did the best they could, bro. They did the best they could. So I can't really say all that. I had that feeling in my heart, like I don't wanna. Soon I move out, I'm never gonna come back. They ain't never gonna see me again. I had that mindset because the things that we went through growing up. Now I know when I'm working at this minimum wage job, it's hard out here. It's hard out here, man. And as a person, you don't want your child to go through that, man. You don't want your child to go through poverty. One thing, poverty can really mess up a child mindset. Yeah, it's gonna make them be great and make them work harder, but you don't want them to be overworking themselves. Cause that lead to overwork, and they all had the mindset, I gotta work for this, gotta work for that, but they don't have no sense of spirituality in them. You gotta have a little sense of spirituality. Let me eat right. Let me meditate more. Let me pray to God more. Get a closer relationship with God, so I can attract the things that I want in life, so I can get it naturally and organically, not have to work and be a slave for it, right? And all the people, hey, you that type of person. Oh, I'm sick of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I can't wait till y'all grow and get out of my house. You should never have your kid, bro. You should never had them. If you always mad at your kid because they annoying and they get on your nerves, they make you mad, you should never laid in bed and had them. You should never drunk that wine, that alcohol, that bill, or whatever, that substance you had that got in that bed. You should never took it. You should never had that kid, because like I said, you should never be mad at your kids for nothing, because you're the one that brought them in the world, not nobody else. You the one that brought them in the world. That's how I feel about it. You can't be coming in the stores and other public places getting mad and throwing fit at your kids because they doing this, they doing that. They kids, bro. They don't know no better. I understand you got discipline, but still, though, you understand, though, you brought them in the world. If you didn't brought them in the world, you wouldn't be worried about it. And guess what? In this day and age, you get benefits for having a kid. So what are you complaining about? So many people put their kids on tax just to get more money. And in the stimulus checks, you get more money because you have more kids. Not because you in poverty. If you in poverty, everybody around me in my predicament, my situation not right now, everybody should get more than 1,200 checks every month. But you don't see that happen. They only give you the more than 1,200 because you got more kids and you got more food, more mouths to feed, more people to take care of. They don't do that because of that, and I can't leave them people out. So I don't want to hear that. That go for man and woman. If you don't want to have no kids, you don't want to have no child support, you don't worry about no pampers, no diapers, you don't worry about no crying babies, you don't worry about none of that. Hey, don't have no kids. Be the best version of you. Do your God-given purpose and live your life. That's all I got to say, man. If you don't like this message, oh well. This how I feel about it. If you don't like it, oh well, man. This is how I feel about it. I feel like somebody need to hear this, because you gotta understand, your kid is a blessing, not a curse. Stop making it seem like it's a curse. They are kids for a reason. They are the little small amounts of joy. If you was like a badass kid if you was a badass kid back then, your kid might be bad too, but you gotta nip that in the bud. You don't have to discipline. You don't have to yell and scream and up in the store and other public places. That kid sure already know what not to do, what to do. If that kid don't know, hey, don't take him out to public place, because he gonna do the same thing over and over and over again. That's why you shouldn't spoil a child. Don't provoke your child to anger. Don't make your child hate you. You feel me? That's my message for today, Gabe out.